How are you? I am so happy you are doing very well and healthy. Today my Dharma Talk title is, What does the Dharma Authentication or Dharma Approval mean to us today? Dharma Authentication Day is celebrating the event that Won Buddhism received an approval from Dharma world or the realm of universal truth. In our lives, it is very important that we receive approval from some other people. When I first came to America, I had to apply for a visa. Later, I needed a green card again. This process was not easy. I had to prove many things to receive their approval. I met a young person a few days ago who sometimes thought about committing suicide. That person was thinking, there is no meaning in my life. What is the purpose of my life? There are many people who have this kind of thought or suffering today. People need personal faith or confidence in oneself. This is also like Dharma authentication or approval from us or from the realm of truth. In the early days of Won Buddhism, before the order formally began, the situation was exactly the same. Sotaesan, the founding master of Won Buddhism, needed a Dharma authentication from the Dharma world to open his order. This is the real starting point for Won Buddhism. This Dharma approval was done by our founding fathers' sincere prayers. After Sotaesan attained great enlightenment, he was very worried when he observed the world. With the development of scientific civilization, the human spirit, which should be making use of material things, had steadily weakened. The power of material things had grown stronger, conquering what weakened spirit and bringing it under its domination. Human had become enslaved by this material civilization, since it flourishes daily with immense power. There can be no peace of mind at any level, whether it is an individual, family, society, or nation. Observing this state, Sotaesan told his disciples, "How can we, who have set our hearts on saving the world, think lightly of this situation?" And he asked them to offer prayer first to save the world. He said to his disciples that your mind is a heaven mind, and you have the ability in your mind to move heaven and earth. He said that you also have the responsibility to save all people. Before the prayer began, he really emphasizes this. If Master Sotaesan was here today, What would the ceremony be like? Conflict and fight between nations, races, families, and individuals is the clear evidence of the strength of material civilization over human mind. Sotaesan saw this phenomena and realized if we don't expand and empower human spirit, this world would only get worse. He found the way to expand the human spirit and empower our mind, and gave the way for all the people. That way is Won Buddhism Dharma. Today, we must practice this Dharma to save ourselves and to save this world. This is the true meaning of Dharma authentication. This is the most important thing. Desan third head Dharma master said that when I was very young, I accepted Sotaesan as my teacher, but I could only find Sotaesan's Dharma body a long time after. Actually, Master Desan had a strong spiritual power and wisdom from an early age. But he told that he found the core understanding of Sotaesan's true teaching after he was over 40 years old. Have you seen Sotaesan's true Dharma body? Good. Using our practice for our daily life is the true observing Dharma authentication service today. I want to talk about the Ilwansang vow in order to truly celebrate the Dharma authentication service today. The core of Master Sotaesan's teaching is in this vow. Sotaesan said that even if everything is lost, but if we have this Ilwansang vow, we can begin Won Buddhism again. In this core scripture, there is the truth of Ilwansang, faith of Ilwansang, the practice of Ilwansang, and fourfold grace. Let's embrace this teaching in our mind and hearts, and let's start to be reborn again all together today. Ilwan is the realm of samadhi beyond words and speech, and gateway of birth and death, transcending being and non-being. I just read this line in order to emphasize how important it is. Let us listen to this with our heart, not with our mind. Ilwan is the realm beyond language. We must receive this message wholeheartedly. We can see all existences unfold into an infinite world, whether it is viewed as permanence or as impermanence. All beings around us, the truth of Ilwan is unfolding in this infinite world. I mentioned the conflict between nations, races, and individuals. That is also part of this infinite world. Grace and harm, good and bad, are all parts of this infinite world, Dharmakaya Buddha, Eoyang. All things conceal and reveal themselves continually. How can we model ourselves wholeheartedly after this Eoyang Dharmakaya Buddha? Listen carefully. Aha, this. That's it. Recognizing the unfolding infinite world and recognizing our mind that observes this infinite world is modeling ourselves after this Eoyang. We can feel, aha, this, whatever happens every moment. Observing our mind where the negative things can arise is also modeling after the truth. Then we need to cultivate our mind and bodies deeply. This presupposes the recognition that all phenomena, our body and mind, is Dharmakaya Buddha, Eoyang itself. We must understand that sensory conditions or challenging situations around us are also the manifestation of Eoyang, the infinite world. Our life and our worries is not just something to overcome. Suffering itself is our life. We need to see objectively our mind, whether our thoughts are negative or positive. We need to venerate all aspects of our mind as the very Buddha. This is what Master Sotaesan said, where everywhere Buddha image, every act Buddha offering. Knowing human affairs and the universal principles thoroughly means knowing the whole and the parts of each situation and how they change. We need to understand that everything is change, whether it is physical things or our thought. If we live ignorant of this principle, our mind and thought become very biased and narrow. Using our minds and bodies skillfully means that we need to live our life with clear understanding of this truth. We apply and use this principle in our life with Eoyang mind. All choices are eventually up to us. I told you about a young person who felt very hopeless. After just even short time conversation about this principle or practice, he told me that for the first time in his life, he felt happy. And his face became very bright at that moment. If we clearly understand this universal truth of Eoyang and then use our body and mind well according to Eoyang, our lives will become very different. Threefold practice, that is cultivation of spirit, gaining wisdom, and choice in action, are closely linked, and they are essentially one. You can be reborn in your home right now if you practice this threefold study. And you can move from sea of suffering to paradise right now if you realize this Dharma of Eoyang and apply it in your life. When I first came to America, I immediately loved the blue flowers along the driveway at the Won Dharma Center. I soon found out that they are called cornflower. When I see them, I feel joyful. Because I liked to see them, they helped me exercise every morning. This year, they blossomed very well, and I hugged them and said, You have appeared again. Thank you so much. One morning, I found that all flowers have been cut. It was a great shock. Oh no, it was not this. At that moment, I began to watch my mind. Many thoughts and emotions arose. Who did this? Where is he? I realized that moment is also the infinite world that is unfolding. This is Eoyang Dharmakaya Buddha. That was my chance to cultivate my mind and body and to use my mind and body. The body always follows the mind sensation. I could feel my body become tense. I immediately recognized this is also Eoyang Dharmakaya Buddha, an infinite world just as it is. I was able to see the whole, which is my original mind, the part, the mind that is disturbed, and the changing aspect of my mind, or true completely. The mind that I had before I saw flowers cut is my original mind or true nature. Then I watched my agitated mind because of the flowers being painfully cut. And then I could restore my calm original mind. This watching process is my practicing Eoyang vow. After that, I could see that this situation was partially my fault. I missed the chance to explain my feeling about beautiful flowers to the person who mowed our property. Maybe that person just wanted to make Won Dharma Center look very neat. For the next 3 days, I stopped walking that road because the walking made me sorry and sad. Let's see these beautiful flowers all together next year after coronavirus situation is over. This story was about flowers, but our mind practice is all the same for everything with everyone. It is possible to lose things we cherish. We live in this kind of infinite world of sensory conditions. We can't control this situation, so we need to wholeheartedly model ourselves after Dharmakaya Buddha, Ilwon-sang, infinite world. Infinite world. The only thing we can do is our mind practice. Our practice is the most fundamental thing. It is the way Master Sotaesan said, we must all use this principle of Ilwon truth for our practice. We can't delay this practice. And this practice should be continuous. Each and every time we encounter a difficult situation, we need to have a beginner's mind. Beginner's mind. Then we will progress rather than regress. And we will receive grace rather than harm in every situation. Just like Ilwon-sang vow passage. Finally, we will attain the great empowerment of Ilwon and become one with the nature of Ilwon. This is Ilwon-sang vow. See how beautiful this Ilwon-sang vow is. See how much this scripture is full of hope and grace. When you see stars at night, then they become yours. When you read the poem, then it becomes yours. When you practice Ilwon-sang vow, then it becomes yours. I pray that you could apply this precious Ilwon-sang vow in your daily life. This is the real and true meaning of observing the Dharma Authentification service today. Thank you.